Hi, this is Marty Leckletter, Product Manager, Forms Experience Builder, here to show you Google Maps and geolocation in Feb. I'm going to start off on my iPhone. I'm going to launch an app. This is a Feb app that's got a Google Map in it, and the Google Map comes up with my current location. So it's doing geolocation, and the way this works is I have a number of different fields in the form. Right now they're blank, and when I tap on the pin with my finger, it's going to get my location and then populate those fields. To get Google Maps to work in Forms Experience Builder, what you need to do is load the Google Maps API asynchronously. To figure out how to do this, I simply just went to the Google developer site, and you can see the code's right here to grab. So I grabbed that code, and that's what's actually in the file, the JavaScript file that I have loading at on start with Forms Experience Builder. So that's pretty straightforward. And then I have another function here which is initializing the map. So I'm doing a number of different things here. The first is I'm testing to see if the browser supports geolocation. So you see this if statement. If it does, I get the coordinates from the browser. And these are standard JavaScript and HTML5 commands that you can use. And if it doesn't support it, then I alert that the browser doesn't support it. Once I get the coordinates, then what I do is I set up the map. So you can see the zoom level. I'm centering it on the latitude and longitude of those coordinates. And I'm specifying the type of the map. So in this case, it's a road map. That could be a hybrid map or other sort of map that Google supports as well. So that file then is attached. So you can see right here at Google Map 3, it's attached. So when I start the application, that JavaScript starts. The load script function, so here you can see HTML. This is the map. That's all the HTML. So the key here is the div tag, which pulls it in. And on load with the HTML widget, what I have is a call to that function, which is set up in the JavaScript file. So I simply just say load the script. And so then everything works. And the rest of the form is just standard Forms Experience Builder, so it's a very simple form. So far I've put the map on the Feb application, but the next step is to get the coordinates from the map and then do a reverse geo lookup, find the address, city, state, zip, and country, and then add those values to the respective Feb fields. Well, how do I do that? When I tap the map, the coordinates actually go into the single line field. And I have an on-change event on the single line field with some JavaScript tied to it. Let's take a look at it in Notepad+. So the first part of this builds the API call. So it's a URL that I'm building out. And the format of that is essentially the base of it, which is the domain, and then I've got to add the latitude and longitude that I want to look up on. And I have those variables, so I'm just using those over again. And then there's a key, and I'm setting a variable here to my key, which I've redacted for personal reasons. And that just simply builds the URL, so that's set in a variable called URL. And then I use the XML HTTP request commands to actually fire that off and get a response. When I get a response, I set a multi-line field to the results, and then I use JSON parse to actually parse that JSON and then pick out the pieces and put them into the respective fields. So this is an incredibly useful pattern. There are many REST APIs out there which, if you can figure out how to access, you can then get a JSON response, and then you could use that information in your Feb application. So that is really the other key piece to this, and that's pretty much the demo. Thank you.